Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to try something a little different again. So I'm always telling everyone, like, this is a working collection. So we don't just so you can see, we have a couple extra. I always try to save some of the corks when we go on there. So what I decided to try to do something a little bit different today. If anyone follows me on Facebook, or it's Less Cash, More Mash on Facebook or Instagram, I usually post like drink of the day, and there's a lot of kill bottles that go on there. So we're going to run through, because I've found over the time, we try to give you our truest review in the beginning, but sometimes bottles 2, 3, 4 weeks later totally change on us. So I'm going to run through a handful of them. Your job today is to let me know, do you like this kind of content? It's not going to be all the time. It's going to be when we have a handful of kill bottles. Leave a comment down below whether you like it or whether you don't like it. There's going to be a handful of them. So, and then that way it'll let me know whether we should continue doing these or not. So I'm going to start out with a positive. Makers 101. We got this for $39.99. And I'll tell you, right to the very last drop, which happened to be last night, it was absolutely phenomenal. To the point where I don't rebuy a lot of bottles. This is one, because it said a limited edition, but I find this everywhere around us.
Around us, it is.
It's everywhere.
It may be one or two or one.
Right, but it's always on the store.
Still usually around. They have not disappeared.
For this price, at this proof, we never even put it up against Wild Turkey or any of the ones. This is a banging bottle. So that's one of the ones that came in good and left good. That was good all the way through.
I don't know if we had for Makers that's really disappointing.
No, I agree with you. But that one for sure, that little bump and proof just brings it up way better. So this might be a little controversial one, because Mike does like, and I do appreciate, it's veteran owned, it's a nice company, Smoky Quartz. He paid $52.99 for that. This thing to me came in with like this sawdusty, weird funk right off, and it never got any better. It stayed with that.
And I still have one at the house, and it's not my first pick.
Yep.
And it's local. And
I get it.
Would it be? No, it's not my time. It's nowhere near this.
Right. So my thing, for that price, I wouldn't get it again. It was nice to try.
Would I go try something else of theirs? Right. We probably will, but it's not. Yeah. It wouldn't be a first pick.
Right. No, but
even for myself.
Love the concept. This one's definitely going to be controversial, because I'm against everybody else in the world. So this is Old Granddad 114. We got this bottle for $28.99. In Massachusetts, we can't find this bottle. No. We can go to Connecticut and find this. I haven't even drank yet. In Connecticut and find this bottle. But towards the end of this bottle, I started getting this weird, it changed in the middle of the palate. We really found it on that when we did it a blind against 4 other banging bottles. And this one really did show its young age and the lack of taste. Granted, it's a cheap bottle, $30, but I started thinking about it. If we could get like full proof benchmark, buy it all day long over that, because you can get 2 for 1.
I know, but there's the if.
So we can't. But I would still take 2 Evan Williams bottles in bond, or a handle of that over that. You're losing 13 proof. To me, it's a better taste than whiskey.
So for me, for the price, I like to keep this on hand myself, and I would, worst case, use it as a mixer or whatever. I don't think this is a throwaway. I would definitely buy this way beyond the next.
I'd buy 2 of them though, for almost the same price.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
It's a little tougher to.
It's tough to find too. That's a hard one to find too. So I'm not totally against it, and if I did find another one for like 25 to 28, I might get it again. But like, there's too many other bottles out there for me to go back and rebuy it.
Not to say I don't like that one, but I can't find it.
Right. I just like the 2 for 1 on it. Even though that was good, but it started getting weird.
If you're making that a mixer, that would be awesome. We're not the big mixing group here. But
I don't normally drink that way. So this one right here, Cooper's Craft 100. This one's the 82.2 proof. We can't get this in Massachusetts. We got this bottle, though, for $25.99. For a low proof whiskey, this is phenomenal. Like, I would buy this all day long if this was here.
Again,
we can't get it up here. We won't waste a lot of time on there. But I mean, this is, in comparison, though, I can always get Old Forester 86, and it's right in that same ballpark. But if you do,
it's nice to have a switch.
It is,
and we don't really get that option.
And this had a ton of flavor, and it drank nice and easy. This was a really good one. So
I would also keep this on my shelf if we could.
We can't get it up here. So this one here, the Castle and Key, we got this one for $59.99. This one started out with a weird funk right off the bat. It wasn't different. In a bad way, not in a good way. It was definitely weird.
The bottle outshines what's in it.
Love the bottle. I think we said that in the review. This one actually, over time,
In the cork.
it got rid of a little bit of the funk flavor to me. So by the time I killed it, it wasn't as bad. But for $59.99,
it is.
I would never buy this one again because of the fact that it had that weird funk throughout most of the drink.
And like the other, they have other versions. I will probably get another different one.
Right. I'm just thinking, if I wouldn't personally rebuy that.
We're not. No. I would not. Probably not get this one again.
Right, and I don't
look
think
for something else that you have.
I don't think we ever put it up against anything because it was weird. It was nothing that I really wanted to compare it to. So speaking of weird, this thing started out. We gave this, I want to say, rave reviews when we did the neck pour. This was banging throughout, and then I got it down to about here, and it had this weird funk in the middle of the drink. It did. You didn't get it.
No, and I didn't, and so $38. I really didn't mind this. It's just it somehow ended up going a funk to you, but for me it wasn't.
On a good note, someone else did buy a third one, and it's sitting over there in the Santa sack. So we will be able to try it. I think it's a little bit higher proof.
Right.
I'm going to see if it did the same thing. But to me, this is a no buy for me all day long. $37. There's a lot of stuff out there I prefer over that.
Right, but not knowing. I mean, if you're just not knowing, and then the bottle itself is decent. If you guys start a small collection, this is a different, unique.
And again, I'm not trying to crap on any of these things. I'm giving you my personal opinion.
Me too.
And opinions, much like assholes, everyone has one, and most of them stink. So we just go with, it's just one of them things where, everybody has their own personal things. I'm just telling you because a lot of times we tell you what we think in the beginning, but we never get to tell you what we think by the time we're ending it. So that's what this show is kind of all about. So again, if you like that, leave a comment down below. If you don't, leave a comment down below, and you can call me an idiot for hating some of the bottles you love. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This Rebel Cask Strength, this was one of them bottles to me. We got this one for $49.99. And the one thing I'll say about it is when you drank this by itself, this was a good bottle. But when you put it up in a blind, it never held its own.
It didn't.
It never held it.
It's almost like the 114.
Yep, it always fell short.
But same for the price and the proof. I don't mind this. For, again, if you are a mixing crowd or you're doing whatever, it's pretty inexpensive. You get the proof, and you probably don't. Obviously, you're not gonna have to use as much.
This is a tweener for me, whether or not, because at 120 proof, you know what?
I seem to gravitate towards this.
I get that, and I don't mind that. But for $49.99, I can go get the Knob Creek store pick for less money, and it's a 5 proof more, and that's way better bottle.
No, well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I don't think I would buy this again.
We haven't seen a Knob lately.
No, but they're due to come out. They're due to come out.
I am waiting patiently because I didn't get one from the last.
So this is one of them iffies. If I couldn't find anything like that, but I mean, I didn't love it enough to buy another.
No,
one.
It doesn't fall into the larceny.
I got to be honest with you,
the Eliza either.
I'm thinking
they're 70, but
that Ezra one. What did we pay for that Ezra Cask Strength? I would go with that one over that.
I'm always leaning towards.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would go with that instead.
If I see one of them, I really. Hence,
we got 2 of them still in the Santa sack over there because he buys one every time, forgetting he bought it. But this was another this is another controversial one that came up because when we did this one, we really liked it. But until we tried some of the really good ones, I think that's when we found the weakness of this. Where it came.
It was one of our first. We started once we got beyond the plastic bottles. It was right up there where we started
with a good proof.
The money. That's the problem with this one too. It's a little pricey.
This one was $49.99. And you can taste the youth though in this one. This does give you that youthy, grassy. The bourbons are better than the ryes. That one rye definitely the bourbon is bad. Yeah, but I don't mind a rye. But that one rye turned bad on us. It
tweaks.
It did. This is another one though. I don't think I would buy it again. Just because I didn't love it throughout the whole bottle.
But we do have another one coming.
We do, and it's not that I won't try them, but it's just. I wouldn't.
It's another color. It's a different thing. But
so many other bottles that I think I'd gravitate to. So last but not least, this is Clover. When Mike brought this, he got this for $39.99, and I was like, oh God, this was delicious from jump throughout the whole bottle.
If I find this on sale, I will pick this up for myself all day long.
I just remember a nice deep oatmeal with like maple syrup in it. This thing held its own in the blinds.
It did in the blind, and you were shocked because you were like,
I thought this was a waste of money. When you brought this, never heard of it. Like this is actually a solid bottle that I would buy again.
I enjoy this one a lot.
So well, there you go. I don't know how long this actually ran. We're just going through a few bottles just to see once we kill them, that's our personal opinion. Once I end up killing them, which we go through quite a few bottles on this channel. Well, I say I go through quite a few bottles on this channel. So again, leave a comment down below if you disagree with anything.
It'd be interesting.
I'm a big boy. I'll be curious to see, or if you do agree, because there are some bottles that just turned on us that were different. So
yeah.
I thought it would be interesting because I always like to hear, we give you our initial opinion, but things change.
It does change.
And when it comes out on the blind,
was a prime example.
We can actually say that Corsips, totally different flavor. Whips and that was way different than when we opened.
But if I come here and I sample that, then I don't mind it because it's by itself. But when it goes
off of a blind, it was a whole different flavor. No, that's another thing.
By itself, and again, that drink's weaker.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 117 or something like that.
And you think you're at 100 proof at best. Yeah. So then, that's the other thing we found doing this channel for this time is things might be good on their own, but when you blind them, there's a huge difference in what they taste like at sometimes. So there you go. Again, leave a comment down below whether you like this or don't like this. Sorry for the recent videos where the air conditioner was blaring. Our microphones work sometimes they didn't want to work. So it could be part human error. I doubt that. I can't imagine I would do anything wrong. But with that being said, we shut it off now. And we're going to sweat for you guys. That's how much we love you.
We're almost there.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.